Hi guys, this is Blowjos, and today I will be giving you an action figure review of the Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Toys R Us exclusive Battle Shell Turtles. I've already previously reviewed Leonardo and Donatello, who I will reference in the description. But today's review is for Michelangelo and Raphael. And for those of you who don't know, Raphael just so happens to be Blowjos' favorite turtle. And yes, I did just refer to myself in the third person. But anyway, let's get into this review, and hopefully you guys enjoy. Alright, so here we have the basic packaging, which you guys have seen in my previous review. It's very nice. It displays the figure well, and shows off that it says Battle Shell, and it shows that the shell opens up here. Just zoom in on that. And you can see you can store the extra weapons in there. Very nice purple, and it's got the nice little Only at Toys R Us logo down here in the corner. Nice packaging, gets the job done. The only problem that I could see with this box is the fact, for one, it doesn't have a J-hook, so for those of you who like to display in box, you won't be able to hang this on your wall at all. It'll just have to sit on a shelf or something. But not only that, because this box is open, that really leaves this figure open to dust and to different things clinging to it. It's just not fun. But, you know, it is a very nice box. Shows off the other figures very nicely. Shows how each of them come with different weapons. And a nice little write-up up here. I'll just zoom in on that, and you guys can read it if you like. But overall, like I said, nice box. Just not very good for those of you who collect in box. So for the packaging, I'm going to give it 9 out of 10. Nice display of the figure and whatnot. So here, without further ado, are the turtles. We've got Raphael and little Mikey. Here, see if I can turn the camera a bit here for you. Now, these guys are very cool. I'm just going to say that right now. I've got all four, like I said earlier, and I'm very glad that I picked up all four of these. I'm just going to grab a second stand here for my camera. See if we can get you a better view here. So there we have the turtles. For sculpt, I'm going to give these guys a 9 out of 10. The, you know, each turtle is different, like the smaller 4-inch scale ones. That said, they have different different carapace, sorry, and different belts that wrap around here for each of their weapons. And all four of the turtles' weapons holsters work really nicely. But as you can see, even on the back here, just look at the size difference between Raphael's shell, which is about 4 inches tall actually, and little Mikey's shell. It's about 3 inches tall. So, I mean, there's a lot of sculptural differences between all four turtles, and I mean, that really gives you a bang for your buck when you really think about it, because you are getting four completely unique sculpts. Well, not completely, just that said, you know, different things were reused from figure to figure, such as the lower feet, I believe, like from the knee down, and you know, I'm pretty sure the arms were reused, but for sculpt, I'm going to give these guys a 9 out of 10. I would give them a full 10 out of 10, except I personally dislike the feet. I wish that Playmates would have gone with more of a, you know, traditional, or not traditional, sorry, with what they'd done with the 4-inch turtles, you know, and given them these feet. I personally prefer these feet over the weird kind of square blocky toes, but anyway, 9 out of 10 for the sculpt. Great sculpt here, guys. That being said, there's not, you know, the sculpt is great, but the paintwork does not do a very good job of bringing things out. You know, I'll start with the good, actually. You know what? The bandanas are very nice, as well as the eyes. I'll zoom in here. As you can see, the eyes are very lifelike, very nice. The bandanas are all painted very evenly on all four of the turtles. These two in particular are very nicely done. But then right underneath those bandanas, you see the teeth. and they're just white. There isn't black defining lines in between the teeth for both of these characters. And it's really unfortunate that Playmates didn't, add that extra paint detail. I know it probably would have cost a bit more for them to do, but it just would have been nice to see. Also, the wraps and bandages, I guess you could call them bandages, the wraps and such around the turtles are all done in very flat brown, which I think would have looked nicer if they would have added a wash or something over top of it, just to make things pop. As well, all the lines on all of their wraps and such are a bit fuzzy and bleed over onto other parts of the figure. So, there are a lot of paint applications on these figures, but they're just very basic, very run-of-the-mill. It's not very nice paint work. So I'm going to give them 7 out of 10. For articulation, they've got, I'm not sure how many points, but they've got a ball-jointed head, which has a very nice range of movement. Just socket hinge for the shoulders. Nothing at the elbow at all, unfortunately. We got swivel wrists. Here, maybe I'll do this one so you guys can see better. Swivel wrists. These special socket hinge legs as well, and ball and socket, or sorry, swivel hinge again for the knees. All in all, you get a nice amount of articulation to get them into some different poses, but unfortunately, because of the lack of elbow articulation, you can't really get them to hold their weapons closer to them or to get more dramatic poses than anything with their arms extended straight out, and it really does hurt the articulation overall. At the price point, though, it's understandable why Playmates left these points of articulation out, but it would have been nice to see like something similar to what they did with the 4-inch scale turtles. The ball and socket elbows would have been perfect for these big guys. But alas, it wasn't done. One more point of articulation I should mention is all 4 turtles have the hinge on the shell where you can see their weapons stored inside. It's very tight, very smooth, and once it's clamped shut, it doesn't pop off very easily. So it's nice for, if you're a parent looking at this review for your kid, your kids won't get frustrated with these turtle shells popping open because they do lock in place very well. So for articulation, I'm going to give them 7.5 out of 10. For the accessories and the action feature being that the shell opens up, I'm going to give these guys a nice solid 8.5 out of 10. I'm only going to give them 8.5 out of 10 because although the weapons are very nice, like as you can see, Raph's Sai are painted and the sculpt is very nice, and Michelangelo's weapons do have the chain on there. Makes the weapon nice and fun. I wish that they would have painted the pommels on here maybe for the just that added detail, added niceness. Like, it is nice that they do have the chains on the nunchucks, but it would have been nicer to see if they would have painted the ends of these just for a bit more, make the weapons stand out a bit more, make them cooler, So for accessories and the action feature, which I already stated, the shell opens up, I'm going to give them 8.5 out of 10. Solid value. There's just room for extra, a little extra oomph. Now, value, I'm going to give these guys about an 8 out of 10 because in the States you can get these guys exclusively at Toys R Us, which means you won't find them anywhere else. You can get these at Toys R Us for $24.95, which is very solid value for a 12-inch scale figure, at least. When you're looking at a 6-inch scale figure in the store, it's usually about $16, $17 in the US, and you add $10 on top of that, you can get a figure that's double the size, and just has a lot more plastic to it, has a lot more, it just feels nicer in your hands when you can hold this massive amount of plastic. In Canada, you're going to get these at Toys R Us, again, exclusively for $29.95, which is $5 more. But at the same time, you know, 6-inch scale figures in Canada cost about 20 bucks. So you're looking at only a $10 price difference, and you're getting a lot more figure, like I just stated. So value, I'm going to give these guys an 8 out of 10. Very solid value for what you get. Just, you know, if they would have given these guys elbow articulation and a bit better paint, these guys would have been out of the ballpark. For overall score for these guys, I'm going to give them 8 out of 10. The figures are all very nice and they look great together. For the thumbnail for this video, I'm gonna use a picture of all 4 turtles together. And I mean, you're getting a great deal for your money. I bought all these online before they showed up in Canada at Toys R Us, so I paid a little bit more, but not too much more. I actually only paid what you would pay for the figures with taxes. So yeah, like I said, overall 8 out of 10. These guys are great value, a lot of fun. There's a lot of potential for these guys, and if you're a toy customizer, you can take these guys and run wild. So that's about it for this review. Please check out my other Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles reviews. I'll post a link to the Leonardo and Donatello review just down below the video here. And yeah, thanks again for watching, guys. Please rate, comment, and subscribe, and have a great day. This is Blojo signing out. Peace!